So travel log. So this is Hyacinth. Give us a little Lika. Okay, so they have the new chapter, which I'm not gonna do. It's just probably like 10 hours. Divergent reset. Okay, this is the. I'll do that after. Okay. What multiplayer mode? Oh, so just okay. Where you play against multiple people. Gotcha. Okay, let's go pool. Okay, so Hyacinth is who we're after with little Ika. See the little fat little Ika up there. Anyway, and then we need the light cone. So where I sit now is this temple is gonna decide immediately, I'm sure. Okay, so yeah, here's our 5-star. Please win the 50-50, please. I need to be in a good position for this. Please just give it to us right off the bat. Yeah! Yay! I didn't lose the 50-50. Nice. Nice. Best scenario. Best scenario. Well, depending on if I win the light cones or not. Okay, cool. So now, so now I gotta get the light cone. So that's what we're spending everything else on 2 light cones. So. I just need to win 50-50 here. I just need to win. I know this is all 4 stars. I'm still gonna cycle through them though. Okay, so here's the 5-star. Please don't lose. Please win the 50-50 on this too. Please, I deserve it. I really do. I've been good and I've been saving up. So here's the gold. Oh, nice! Okay, cool. Okay, so you just need one more. One more. Light cone. That's great! Unless I lose the last 50-50, but that's really great. So, what was sub-position 2? 15 speed. Additional damage consumed of HP less long. So why were they wanting sub-position 1? Speed. It was additional 1 instance of it. Oh, the additional damage dealt plus damage taken by all enemies 36 the stack. Okay, so we want another light cone. Oh wait, we're gonna keep going until we hopefully get the second light cone. Load me up with Mose, please. Oh, did it come home early? No way that came early. That'd be wild if I got an early win. Oh my gosh, please don't tell me. That'd be crazy. That'd be insane. Surely not, right? Wow, we burned through that so fast. That's crazy. I've never had anything pull that fast. Wow. And still plenty left over. Wow. Okay, let's build first. That's insane. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we're really lucky. If we're really lucky, we'll land this one. I really hope we win this 50-50. If not, a big deal. We've already got what we need. But this would really make it be like, yes! Come on, Remembrance. Yeah! Let's go! Okay, now we're broken. Hello. Fantastic. Oh my gosh. Okay, now we're talking. That's some crazy. That is broken.
The sky is empty, but it gives humanity solace.
Nice. Okay, so we're all set. So now what we need to do is we need to farm relic. Yeah, that's super awesome. I'm really glad we did the double up. So she's E1 S1, which people are like, you just need E0 S1, which is like one copy of her and two of the light cone. But for some reason I feel like the E1 is really important for the extra 50% max HP. So like that's why I wanted one, you know, 2 dupes of each. But that's pretty huge, I think. So I will continue to mess around with my character. But that's it for tonight, really. Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that, 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. The embodiment of the 12 forest deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now 10 among them have fallen, their core flames return to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing in the faint slumber of each titan. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it at an end. And its demigod successor, the Undying Mighty Most, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Mighty, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to you at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and this is the power that resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Not long ago, the head of the Grove of Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide. And still not long past, the unruly scholar staged once a grand performance, granting you the glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, at the edge of existence. Have you found your answer? They don't say it, but it's Anaxa! The prophecy once held the hand of shadow, chose granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death who journeyed to the nether realm of the living world chose to remain in the Sea of Flowers, retrieving your future. And at the end of the West Wind, we shall meet again, Castris. Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder how many more goodbyes will be the journeying of the trailblazing entail. You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean, and you recall how Amphoreus cherishes epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way and dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure search through your mind. You only need to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Don't be influenced by the noise outside, just focus on the key word in your mind. It is indeed difficult, but he should cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is just an impossible task. Just glance at your phone, it won't disrupt your thoughts, so you tell yourself. Gray mystery. Last time in Styxia is 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River of Souls mostly retreated. I'm back, baby. In the water. A big shiny chest. I can't use a magic orb and I can't wade through. Your power of time's needed now. 70-30 split. 30 for you and 70 for me? Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. Details for me tells. Get here and we'll talk. And you must admit, even during this arduous struggling low point, there are times those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless, surging desire for wealth seems more turbulent than the waters of Scale-Gorge waterscape. Forget the past for now, it only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment, and what you need is to drive to move forward. You decided to head to Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, and meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits.
Oh, Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it?
I miss Casters too.
No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down. We gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here. But where has she gone? Huh?
Is there someone else here?
Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Let's go check it out together. Be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this.
So this is how, like, every Honkai Star Rail plot starts. I have a bad feeling about this. Then maybe, just maybe, this one time we follow that feeling and not go forward. But unfortunately we don't really have a choice now, do we? Because otherwise the story doesn't progress and we're already stuck on Amphoreus anyway. Whatever, right?
Hey, what's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. It's
Oh no!
black cloth.
Okay.
Now, where have I seen
Oh
this
my gosh, what do
before?
you mean the Reaver?
What? How could they be here? Mommy! Look out!
Oh! Hey, chill, dude. You want the pink puppy, don't you?
What? Now I'm sad. This isn't the time for jokes.
Well, I mean...
Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the past with time's power as soon as we can.
The River of Souls
Ooh.
is full of fish, big and delicious.
What?
What? What?
The flame chase journey stops. Meow, meow.
Meow?
Cypher.
I don't understand this language at all. Am I hallucinating?
Cypher, he's gonna kill Cypher. Oh! Well, don't joke like that. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare.
Dude, you have no idea how scary that guy is. What a terrible person. Let's leave.
Ah, don't run! I'm the real Cypher. The real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that Amphoreus
Yeah,
isn't
kind of
safe.
reminder, right?
The whole place is full of dangers, including that swordmaster. Make sure you stay on your toes, no matter where you are.
Okay, actually, that's sort of a. Well, you know, grateful for the reminder.
Hey, I'm just making it up to you. You're not gonna hold that over me, are you?
So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise? Or a magic trick? It looked so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod?
Disguise? No. It's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak?
We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere?
You know, it's funny because I don't have to speak
That's
Mem's
right.
lines anymore.
And then you heard some footsteps. What did you think when that happened?
Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way.
Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and, mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus is best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality.
Power to make lies into reality? That's got all my hair standing up.
Right? Nice, now I know your secret.
I sure love your arrogance, Gray Mystery.
I'm gonna vanish. Whee!
The seamstress trusts you for a reason. Someone as honest as you couldn't trick me even if you wanted to. So, there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right?
Well, I was gonna trick her,
Let's
but
wrap
she
up
said I
here.
couldn't trick her,
It's
so
time
I
to get
disappeared. Now I'm back.
going.
Whee!
Oh, was that your teleslate?
No, that was my danger alarm of you. Oh, this guy. Did you rest well? I came during the lucid hour and you seemed to sleep, so I didn't wake you up. But the current circumstances, I can't stay idle. I feel like you should continue training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? I'm already,
Aren't
you
a
know,
popular
gone.
one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you two to the grove.
Gonna live handsomely somewhere after this?
Live handsomely? You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too. And there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change.
Wow, that's bleak.
But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. And as long as I don't hurt other people when I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed, right?
Dude, that isn't what petty change means, and that's also
So,
not walking
as
with
long as I
greed, but
keep
okay.
going down this path,
It always has a double
all
meaning.
those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me.
Or you could use your brain.
That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't gonna float up on their own. Come on, Gray Mystery. Show me what the authority of time can do.
A few days later at the crash site in the Abyss of Fate. A few days later?
So, this is the car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of
Daniel!
information.
Daniel, what are you doing?
Thank you for leading me here.
Oh my gosh.
Lord Donham.
No. I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express.
Archimans hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived in Akima. Presumably, you've been Looking for a way to leave ever since.
I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel.
Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. This puzzle has stumped Amphoreus' scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight. Even someone as gifted as yourself.
In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Amphoreus believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila.
Exactly. Of the 12 titans of Amphoreus, Aquila is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects their mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm.
Additionally, Aquila is one of the 2 titans whose core flames have yet to be returned.
The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of the Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy.
If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysos heirs.
Anti-Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. I used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning, as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems.
Really? But...
Of course. That's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it.
By all means, please proceed, but be careful. The Express's thrusters are extremely delicate.
You honor me with your trust. I will be very careful.
Legus carefully scans the damaged propulsion system and methodically begins inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before?
Not exactly, but we Anti-Catherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with a unique advantage for analyzing and learning. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner.
But isn't the real issue with Aquila?
Hypothetically, Lord Dawnhong, if I could open up a path out of Amphoreus that circumvents Aquila's divine punishment, would you consider ceasing your support?
Oh, I knew it! I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment?
It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen.
Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish.
The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the Chrysos heirs, it could offend certain interests.
Same reaction. Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Dawncloud, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like you to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts.
Your prudence impresses me, just as expected.
Are these people... Is this a trap? Is this why you accompanied me here?
Please don't misunderstand, Lord Dawnhong. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion.
One against four then? Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help?
I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. Are you asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the Chrysos heirs?
You weren't wrong about one thing, Woodligus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing Chrysosairs. The Nameless cannot and will not ignore the fate of our companions.
So I see. This is what you call trailblazing.
When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. BAM! Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany, jeez, everybody's doing something. Oh, okay. Well,
You have such overwhelming power, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames?
Oh no! He can't hold on anymore!
wait,
Try
what?
back here, friend!
What? What's going on? What the heck?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I can handle that kind of hit now. But a few months ago, that would have knocked me out.
Oh, it's keeping me on edge.
Thanks for worrying, buddy. Thanks for the help. To face Aquila and other potential
Oh,
threats,
probably
I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods.
Mirage.
Even so, it's impressive you
Yeah.
thought of this training method. Battling the phantoms of the past in the River of Time? It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe.
It's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill. You also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began.
Why not get cartoonists to help?
Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. I asked him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business.
Oh, Cartonis is part of this flame chase journey after all. Full of energy.
Thinking about how he's been recently, maybe you're right.
But, Tvinon, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Lately, you seem more and more fixated on that Swordmaster in black.
Because he's the most dangerous
That's
person,
quite the sudden shift in topic.
right?
I've been holding this question in for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also growing in me.
Don't worry. I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. He's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of Amphoreus. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties.
You've really grown.
I'm far from finished. I must continue sharpening my skills until I can match their strength. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down.
That's the way you are, though, guy.
I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library of Philia to lighten the mood?
Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to...
Wait, were you reading before?
A girl's little secret. Don't pry.
Ooh.
That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. The three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library of Philia.
Here we are! Where was that slate last time? Was it here? Or maybe over here? I'm off to have some fun! It's free time now, so you should relax too.
Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out small pieces of essences from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Danhong isn't around. No one will be here to judge your reading tastes. Your scroll at hand shows a small line of text. Non-standard reading materials. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do let the Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation points. Teams of scholars of the Grove have missed their profound academic discussions, have forgotten their little hobbies. So which material will you peruse? One Punch Garuku. My professor can't possibly be this shy. Forbidden love, the tree, and the butterfly. Let's stop here. I wonder what finding in memory.
I wonder what finding in memory.
Oh no, he's been recast. That's right.
Let's take a closer look.
I don't know. They've been having a lot of drama per se about voice casting. I don't know the whole situation, so I should probably look into that.
Month of cultivation, curtain fall hour, a time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Oh, but then again, are there even any spots left to fish in Amphoreus these days?
Are you into fishing?
Ah, you scared me! Bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere.
Something's odd about Mem. What are they flipping through?
Oh, these cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all?
Ruler fits me pretty well.
What a coincidence!
It's not a coincidence I'm following you.
Guess we're fated to be together, huh? But you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day, is joyful.
So suspicious. Not like their usual self.
Yeah.
I thought I felt a draft just now. Peeking isn't polite, my friend.
I'm not peeking, I'm just curious what you're reading. Are you reading something you shouldn't be?
In front of you all. That would be pretty careless. Here, look, I'm reading this. Antiques Appraisal. How to Make a Fortune.
Didn't know you were into this. I know how, in your dreams. It's time to find a different side gig.
No way. I've invested almost all my savings into this hobby.
What?
I've spent a lot of time pondering how Aglaia became such an effective leader. Beyond the intangible qualities like personality and ethics, a major reason is her family wealth. That's the perk of growing up in a big city, isn't it? For those of us in the sticks, luck doesn't come as easily. It's 30% grind, 70% fate.
Wow. Truth.
Oops, I talked too much.
No,
As a leader, you need both
I get
integrity
it.
and I mean integrity and skill.
Yeah, no, you meant wealth. We all know.
You sure are persistent. All right. I'm totally helpless against your charm.
Good.
What are you guys chatting about?
My charm.
Is this the Amphoreus Divination Compendium?
Where's Fushan when you
You
need her?
here too?
Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination. But it's not exactly a niche hobby, so why all the secrecy?
I wanted to set up a surprise. Master it in secret and give you all a shock. But getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aquila's ever-changing moods.
Okay.
A surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at.
And you must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques, with a friend like that.
No, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards or bones to predict the future.
Oh, bones when you throw them, right? And then they land a
If
certain
the
way or
good omens
something.
foretold by divination were true, my hometown, Heidi's Elysiae, wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trina. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies.
Well, faith in these things isn't bad sometimes.
To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. Fate always casts a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage to face the unknown.
You've really thought about this, haven't you?
After all, the first chapter of the Divination Compendium discusses the significance of divination. I'm just expanding on that a bit.
Strange. That person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. Even though I never believed in the outcomes. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly, it utterly captivated me as a child. Right, I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it?
Ooh, yes, please.
Oh, wow! It's so exquisite! I'd love to have a card like that.
It's a card of himself. Does bits of the task, then gotta craft a mem-specific deck.
Oh, now that you mention it, yes. It would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal.
Speaking of which, partner, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of the Three Fates? The riddle that Orynyx posed to us?
Oh, I guess that's not gonna get answered. Ooh, boy.
You are...
Assassins, save me!
These folks are up to no good.
Black clothing. Masks decorated with golden blood. Are they cleaners?
To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Finan, have studied the forgotten history of Amphoreus quite thoroughly.
It's been clean. Close your cars.
Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Finan. It would be the polite thing. We can't let our esteemed guests pass away without understanding.
During the Chrysos War to combat the Chrysos heirs.
Oh yeah, so they're just gonna try to kill all the Chrysos heirs. Fantastic.
Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution. They would do anything to achieve their objective.
Well, this historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Chrysos heirs' abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Finan? I'd hate for the innocent children of Akamar to be tainted by such slanted narratives.
You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Chrysos heirs. But as for you, not one citizen would cast their vote for you. Executioners lurking in the shadows.
What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace. And they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Chrysos heirs to rule.
Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the Grove just to have an argument?
I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Finan. You've probably figured out why we've come before you.
It's the fight you want. Let's get on with it. Enough chit chat.
Keep your cool, partner. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they have something up their sleeves. All right, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going, Cinny? This place fits, doesn't it?
Lilika.
It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect.
Thank you, Lady Treeby. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Akama.
Oh my gosh, he's so plump.
Do you like it here too, little Ika?
He doots! He's a dooter!
It's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it? How about Luminous Courtyard?
Lady Treeby makes a good point. But Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue.
Right. How does the legend go again?
Even Lady Treeby forgets things.
We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Ah, now we remember. Kremnos and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nikador and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established the Twilight Courtyard in the Grove. The historical records seem slightly at odds with our memories.
Oh boy.
But the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us.
Oh boy. How about you clarify that
I
super
forgot.
quick?
For Lady Treeby, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through.
Excuse me, sir?
Little Ika loves listening to the stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beasts by Celiosi's side. That day will come. I believe it. Just keep growing. Lord Crediros?
Ziggy, you've come for Momo.
Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Treby. Good to see you're doing all right. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check.
Doing all right. What's going on, Crediros?
There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week.
How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaya here, Akama would remain peaceful.
That was true in the past. But these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were.
Aggie.
In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed the slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity.
The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest?
The Chrysos heirs won by only one vote, Lady Treby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest.
Ooh.
Trouble. Miss Hyacinth. Trouble.
Clementine,
Oh, there you go.
take a breath. What's going on?
Please. Something terrible has happened at Marmorial Palace.
What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through.
Lady Aglaya. It's Lady Aglaya who's in trouble.
Oh, they're going to go assassinate her too. Yo. They're going to go try to assassinate all the Chrysos heirs.
I still remember. This bath that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first flame chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for Amphoreus a millennium ago. Rules were set then. No one was allowed to enter, apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. But, I guess, you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness?
Aglaya, Aglaya. You ageless witch.
Oh!
Claiming a divine facade
Okay.
to deceive mortals.
Calm down, Kindness.
We've been far too kind with you.
Man.
Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all of you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame,
Wow.
you'd throw yourselves from dawn cloud at the curtainfall hour to salvage the last fragments of your dignity.
Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment. When all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you, it's time for the dagger to pass judgment.
If you're in such a hurry, give it a try.
Going toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. The dagger isn't at your throat, but...
Your gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading. And you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade.
Yes, they're trying to use that against her.
If that accusation holds, what makes you think the
Right.
lives of these civilians will sway me in the slightest?
Fine. I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind, but deaf too. Lately, your control over Akuma has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Dromus workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity? Fading? Aglaya, why not use your precious golden thread to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours.
In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless. Because your evil is beyond cure.
You finally figured it out. You have grown dull.
Ew.
I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly.
I want you to have this knucklebone talisman, Big Sis.
Wow.
I hope it brings you luck every day
Wow.
and keeps you safe from bullies.
Yeah, no, that's not why they gave it to her, right?
That girl who can't speak or hear. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaya you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your cunning.
Wow.
If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them?
Sure, why not?
I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I've reached this moment. To let my departure become a path for others to follow.
Here we go.
Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now, and sink into the warmth of these waters.
Great.
Will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphra?
I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen.
It's such a bummer because they all know how it's gonna end, and some of them choose it and some of them don't, right? But it's just such a bummer.
Come on. As we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have.
Little thief! You've got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see.
Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes.
Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tier of this quality in my mother's treasury.
She stole it from her mother's treasury. Wow.
Wait. You've seen one before. And here I thought I'd leave you speechless. What a letdown.
It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch.
Wow.
A daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get
Yeesh.
to enjoy those
So rude.
luxuries.
Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphra, where did you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures?
I won them fair and square in a bet. What? Do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not?
Strange.
She's, yeah.
You're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all.
That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start.
Is that so? The scars and the mud stains on your face tell another story.
Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry. I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you.
How can I trust a word you say when you're so skilled at lying?
Dealing with you rich people is such a pain. Always wasting my time. Fine, if you don't want it. There are plenty of others who do.
Hold on. Your treasure? I'll accept it. But these alone aren't enough to purchase the Gold Weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly.
Oh. What do you have in mind?
Look. Come a bit closer.
Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning.
These golden boots are the Gold Weaver's greatest treasures. Though not as valuable as the most precious gowns, they hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Cyphra. And don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection.
You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts.
What's wrong?
Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me.
Oh, she's gonna say hey until you grow up.
I suppose you'll have to grow
Yeah.
into them.
It's funny. Set her up.
Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake?
Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. You're Amphoreus' most cunning liar, and even you were fooled by a Glyad.
Watch your mouth, or I'll feed you to the fish in the River of Souls. Weren't you curious how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied?
I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaia wasn't trying to trick you?
You're defending her.
No. I just think the story's so moving, it'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now.
Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue, or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at this place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air.
Hey, we don't have time for you to sniff the air. We gotta get moving.
This air, it's filled with the scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful! Just wonderful. Thanks to Castorus and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier was finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, helping them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Barto! Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20.
Well, I have a suggestion. How about,
Listen closely. Do you hear that? The gnawfish in the River of Souls are growling with hunger.
80-20 is! How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher!
Anyway.
Good, I hate her
what's with all
too.
this rock?
I don't like her either.
It's damn cold and
That's
miserable
horrible.
here.
Ooh, the mighty demigod of trickery! Uneasy around water?
You wouldn't understand. The people of Dolos are talented in many ways. Just, not in swimming.
That's why I
don't
skip
have
her.
a
I'm not
race.
pulling for her at
Long
all.
distance, sprint, or laps. Take your pick.
What's got you so worked up? Relax, relax. Who would have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water?
Me, because she's a cat. Yeah, see?
Now, hurry up and figure out a way across.
Don't rush me!
I am rushing them.
Let's use that thing! Come on!
Because this is the end of the arc for Amphoreus. This is like the closing of the Flame Chase journey. So apparently this last section is only 4 to 5 hours, and it's finishing up the whole big arc
I'll play along.
of this. This is it
Let's see where this goes.
for this story arc.
Bartolos.
That's why I'm doing this today instead of continuing with Xenoblade X, because I'm like, I can just get this done today because I didn't have that much time.
For treasure when I wasn't around, Boss Lady!
Trying to trick me into saying something. Not a chance.
You're as sharp as ever. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting.
Was this device designed by priests of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it?
Don't underestimate me, boss. Mission accomplished.
Not bad, but
Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of the loot.
So I could cut the dialogue in half, and it would be like so. It would be like a like all the other dialogue wasn't necessary.
this feels truly magical. When did you pick up this track?
Oh, self-taught.
We're here. Can we turn off this spotlight now? It's really blinding.
No problem. Just use the device over there to shut it off.
The scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. The treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel.
Pink Squirrel Mystery.
Right here. What are you waiting for? Wow! That's a huge chest. Wow, wow. A massive haul. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples. This entire chest is filled with ornaments made from ocean's tears. Here, take this. See if it suits you.
Ooh, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Oh, safer. You truly have the most refined taste of all thieves in Amphoreus.
This is the segment that I'm like, they probably could have cut.
Where is my treasure?
How long have we known each other? I can't believe you still fall for this.
This is... How could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true, and a lie becomes reality. What a convenient ability.
The demigod of trickery's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. All right, enough fooling around.
Cypher rules! I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure! Boss lady, we're set.
Oh my goodness. Is it okay to say that I don't care about Cypher and we should just move on?
Of course. Spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy?
I remember, of course. Whoa! Isn't that like...
Your game. The hell does that girl?
Indeed it is.
Here we go round the river of souls.
No, let's not.
Spirit.
There's a big guy guarding this place. Look at its face.
Yeah. So ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous.
If that ugly brute messes up my face,
Indeed, that would be heartbreaking.
so how about you take the front?
Right. Fleeing fits a rogue nature. Huh?
Get bopped.
They're lost.
So make a win.
I can't thank you
May
enough.
song bring us victory. The harmony will soon play in unison.
Lilika, let's go.
Soul stars echo.
We're gonna use little Ika.
May this faint light dispel the gloom and restore clear skies. Once more.
I can't thank you enough.
Toot toot.
Is that fear I sent? Time for resolution.
Serenity is before me. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Countless thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Such an ugly and useless creature, taken down with just a couple of hits. Hey, Bartolos, are you still alive?
Sleep.
Look at you, all shaken up. Should be safe here now. Get to work.
Aye, boss lady Cypher.
It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Huh. Is this?
It's the story of how they evacuated.
Ooh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Akuma?
No.
Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxia and Akuma. At least, I'm still left for Dolos. Guess this city wasn't so lucky. Huh. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation.
Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kephal's priestly court?
Huh. Did I?
Yeah, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long your memory's gotten a little fuzzy.
Yeah, no, that's suspicious.
Oh, right. I did tell you.
Did she? Probably not.
It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the wallets of the old grandpas on the council back then. Don't remember much else. It's been what? Nearly 1,000 years?
Oh, I see. But you in a priest robe? No, that's hard to picture.
Who asked you to picture that?
Right.
How ridiculous. Come on.
See, I could skip all that dialogue. And in the end,
Where did this
it
rope
doesn't
knot
impact
come
the
from?
story at all.
Ugh, this is so annoying.
Oh dear, should we call?
Okay, well, you know.
Hand of that.
Not bad.
Let's go!
Hey! down? You know, that question. The one you specifically asked me. Right after we dug up the second chest?
Forgive me, boss lady.
Oh. Maybe you're right. I had... Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how this quirk lane is the best.
Wow, when it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss.
This scent feels like something.
It's alright, they're
incredible is
supposed to
very-
be hated, because they're, I guess there's a god called Zacharias, which is like the trickery god. They're like a Loki's, like, you know, trickery. So they're like just sort of really annoying, and all they do is play jokes and get annoying.
Oh, isn't this a gold?
Oh,
Sheep humans. Whatever.
puzzles and tricks are...
Aye, aye. They could have cut this whole thing. We didn't need a story about this girl because they just want to sell her to us.
Told you, nothing can stop. Cypher, it's your turn now.
Stop. Stay there, and don't turn around.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told you. Don't move.
My poor old back. What are you doing?
Shh, quiet. Don't say anything unnecessary. That seamstress. She's listening.
What? Boss, do you mean?
Stay put and keep quiet. I'll handle her. Whoa, whoa. Seamstress. Getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think I wouldn't notice your little spies lurking around me?
As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. With only the power of this little nymph. Naturally, I couldn't slip past your sharp eyes, Cyphera.
Even if you could fully control Bartolos's mind, I would still be able to see through your disguise. Aglaya. You've gone to such lengths to spy on my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? I already made an exception and got involved with Castorus and Grey Mystery. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far?
I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life. But I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over. But you've never given me a chance to explain myself, face to face.
Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it.
1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my silence steal away the most beautiful sound I'd ever known.
I see lens.
So this time, I must say this to you. Even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The Chrysos Heir's mission needs you. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever resentment you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Akama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance.
I'll think about it, seamstress.
But stop watching me. Unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry. As much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, it seems that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. Goodbye, Aglaya.
Dang, here we go! This is horrible.
What a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure under that goat's head.
Turns out, everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics were once priceless. But time has eroded away all that they once were.
Aww, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Wait, why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh!
If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever.
Could it have been back then? When?
Do you remember now? Looks like you don't need to jog your memory.
Well, that explains
She
it.
must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted.
Yep.
Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard
That
down
was a
for even
while
second,
back.
and it might take over.
Whoa, that's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide. Creepy. Boss, how did you realize something was wrong? I'm curious. What exactly did that nymph make me say?
Actually, it gave itself away very early on.
Speaking of the world-bearing titan, Cypher, didn't you
Yeah,
We've
see.
been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything there is to talk about. Except...
First, right?
But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you?
And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread, which isn't that right? Zagreus.
Wait! He's Zagreus? Dang! I didn't know that was the Titan. That's crazy.
After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive.
Wow.
To make sure you survive the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that lie from falling apart, you'd better keep playing your part in the days ahead.
So this whole time we've been playing these little missions, it's been Zagreus the whole time.
Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation.
You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words.
Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get into trouble now? Don't you think?
Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad.
You're back again,
Cyphera, your face.
Oh, because of the golden blood.
I need clothes. Anything. Just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do. Just enough to cover the wounds. I will pay back the amount I owe. I promise.
You're bleeding golden blood.
Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those Chrysosairs they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes. World-renowned swordsmen. Exceptionally intelligent scholars.
Cyphera.
Oh, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? A pauper. Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and...
Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes. Warm you up and stay here. Stay in my workshop until you're healed.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Right. What's the use? I'm so good at lying. Even your golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all?
Wow, that's messed up.
I don't need to ask. Nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs.
That's crazy.
Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stay by my side, and you can start putting yourself back together.
Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation? Or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them?
I wouldn't have invited you if I were worried about those things.
You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you?
Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. You love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Gold Weaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world. And also a challenge the world has given to me. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime.
You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. All right, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back.
Meanwhile, assassins, these folks in black, are not responding to provocations. Nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for?
Pressure. Fear. Planting seeds of anxiety. It seems this is the strategy they've chosen.
An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the cryptospheres. I've read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on.
From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is the 27th
Oh,
kindness.
okay, well that explains a lot.
Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary. Yet, their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history.
And still they endure, an organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of Aeronova, the crisis they strive for?
Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos, to ask the vested interests to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal. Maybe no easier than creating a miracle.
I wonder where he is now. If they're targeting me, he definitely won't escape their notice. I hope all is well. Is that Lord Kratos?
There you are, Lord
Ziggy?
We couldn't reach you on the teleslate, so the Holy City Guard almost assumed you two had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows, back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand. Run while you still can.
Ziggy shall crush
Might be
you
your
with
only
all his
chance
might.
to survive. Stay away from Akama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City citizens, her blood is on your hands.
And that's how we find out she died. Jeez, man.
Looks like she was wrong about you.
She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this?
Well, she thought you were weak. She believed that even when you were facing the evil that you claim to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike.
Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. But I must warn you, I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee I'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me.
Bro, you sound so cool.
Finon is seriously upset.
Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremnos at its peak look like child's play.
I've said it more than once, Lord Finon. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, we already accomplished our mission. To buy time. So, Lord Finon, until next time.
Why? I mean, it's pretty obvious why. But at the same time...
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Yes, exactly.
Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining
No,
chips
because they wanted a
too
Goliath
far.
dead. But they're after the Crisis Heirs.
I guess the opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run. No matter where they hide. My teleslate.
Oh, the garment maker. Yeah. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way.
Aglaya? Is this blasted? Those guys.
Was it those guys doing?
But how could they possibly? Stay calm. This could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself.
Finon, what should we do now?
Stay on course. I'll contact Treeby and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Akama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time.
Cartonis? Oh, you're forging a sword for Finon, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield the hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight.
You, Aglaya, in this form you come to me. It means...
That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. It's time to fulfill our pact.
Of course. The pact. I haven't forgotten.
The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it?
Far too plain this vessel is. Not worthy of you. Do you still insist?
I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors,
texture and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wished my childhood could have been like hers.
How to say goodbye to everyone? Have you already planned?
I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them, one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease the regret of such a sudden goodbye.
Invented for the Titans, Kremnos' soul-forging technology was. Though divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya?
You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Cartonis. I need you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament. It might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission.
Wow.
Selfless until the end. Envy that child, there's no need to. Already lived a grand life your humanity has.
Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. Now, please, take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer.
The city is silent. And tension is building.
I feel like this is the best way they could have handled Aglaya, because even if it's off screen, this is what it's meant to be. Like when somebody passes, it's not always grandiose, you know? Sometimes it just
stalls have closed down temporarily.
happens.
I hope so. I just can't believe she'd be taken down by a handful of assassins. If this is all part of a larger plan, Treeby must know something. She just couldn't say it in the message.
Do you think it should have been a big deal?
Let's go find her.
Like that it should have been like this whole ordeal? I mean, we also don't know if she's actually, you know, dead. Well, we don't know. I don't know. I'm speaking a little early, right? Like, what if something happens?
Came back before us. Well,
Maybe he's heard something. You're back. How's everything? Your injuries?
Don't worry. The cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Krateros, were you in the city when it happened?
Ziggy.
Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw...
It's fine.
Oh, see?
Just tell me.
We don't know.
Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Chrysos airbath.
Oh, gods.
She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Chrysos heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She was pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners.
I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who appeared in the grove and those who confronted Danhung in the Abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason nor the courage to attack Aglaya. Perhaps.
Speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Chibi, as she understands Aglaya's mind the best.
I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place and lead Akama. Also, Miss Hyacinth was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her.
Thank you, Lord Krateros. baths are empty.
No, the citizens feel like bathing after what happened. They wouldn't feel that way.
Hyacinth.
You're back.
We heard from Kratos. Are you alright?
I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Treeby and Lady Trinan after the incident. It's great that you could come back so quickly. They need someone with them now.
How are the two of them holding up? You witnessed Aglaya's...
Yes, we witnessed her final moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finan, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please, don't fall.
It's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and a comrade in arms. But for Treeby and Trinan, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond. Like they're losing a part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacinth. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here.
Okay. See you later, everyone.
Next, we should visit Lady Treeby.
I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. We'll see. We'll see. It'd be weird if they ran out of time.
Snowy. Little Gray. You're back.
Lady Treeby,
Snowy, don't. Please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Akuma. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey. So, we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey. Yet,
Wow, they really killed her off screen? That's crazy. Okay, now at first I thought it was like something that they were gonna do more, right? But
right now, the last thing Akuma needs is a leader wallowing in
wow.
self-pity.
the scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time was right. I think now's the right time.
Ah, bleh. I thought maybe it wasn't.
Finan, my humble student,
goodness.
my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in a battle of words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the Flame Chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and the Trailblazer into the debate. But please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I considered the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the support and experience we'd accumulated over centuries. But I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap was likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when Kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways. But my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread.
Are they going to show us this
If my
now? Like, they're
departure
like,
were
here's
to
the
be calm
flashback
and
where she died.
uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of those serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Akima still has you to guide them, Finan. You're not perfect, Finan. I've witnessed your confusion, recklessness, and deep sensitivity, dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors. Unconditionally, that might be what sets our Sky Father Kefili apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Finan, while you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Amphoreus, the gate to Amphoreus' future. Go, complete the flame-chase journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I will be waiting at the end of the West Wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create.
Aglaya, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Donang, can you do me a favor?
Whatever I can help with, just say the word.
Please deliver a message to Lord Krateros. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnoans to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Finan will speak at the Marmorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaya has left Amphoreus the seeds of hope.
Understood.
Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest well and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare.
Cartoonist has arrived.
Cartoonist? What brings you to Marmorio Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Cartonis?
How are you holding up, I wanted to see. Better than I expected, you seem.
There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Right. Your assessment is... Now, here. Take this.
Oh no! The sword! Bum, bum, bum.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it.
I am not very pleased with what happened to Glaya off screen. Like, at first I thought it was a joke. Like, I was like, oh, there's got to be something else that we don't know about. And then they're like, nah, she's dead. So I don't know how I feel about that right now.
Your stature, it does. Chrysos heir.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that black-clad sword master. You've recreated
Yeah,
this
I didn't believe
so
that it was
precisely,
real. I was like, oh.
just from what
And then
I
ZK was like, they ran out of time.
Precise your
And
description.
at first I was like, there's got to be a reason, but maybe not.
Imbued it with the power of dawn I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames. Its blade will wield it. May triumph always be yours.
Thank you, Cartonis.
Another thing.
Oh, that's so pretty. It came out good.
Stored here. The remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little in this way. She wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand. Let me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago, but when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver? Look! Lord Finan is here.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Chrysos heirs' flame chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success,
Well, at least you figured out what an
division
Naxa did.
and strayed far from my very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
Who murdered Lady Goldweaver?
Find the murderer! Make them pay!
I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you, to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Fainan has a way with words.
Be quiet and listen carefully.
Oh, all right.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one titan
Oh
left
yeah,
for the
that's right.
Chrysos
Okay.
heirs to conquer.
Well,
Aquila.
here we go.
Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Akuma will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better people!
Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, and I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she once gave me without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphoreus is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward. For the memories of Amphoreus will always benefit future generations.
Yeesh.
Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akuma's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos heirs, the Gold Weaver, Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person.
singing sounds so familiar. That's our song, and Snowy used to love it!
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now... you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
If you look in the background, you can see how they're like slowly disappearing as he's talking to them all. An axe is going to disappear in the back
Good
as
thing
well.
your head's still clear. A Chrysos air of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Miss Castros, aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like, but that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy.
I feel the same.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras. Aglaya.
Remember, Finan, after completing the Flame Chase, leave the decision to initiate the Miracle of Genesis to the Amphoreans. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya. You saved me.
Maybe what I wanted to say wasn't you, child. But this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement from
This
mere
guy.
mortal who hasn't yet
This
claimed
guy.
the power of a titan. See you around. Finding of Ides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mighty Moose.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people, tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Feinen.